If you are in South Africa and your salary isn't stretching and you are tired of Forex and crypto quick fixes, watch this. Today, I'm going to show you the fastest realistic 3-step starter plan I'd use to go from 0 rand to 200,000 rand online. No trading signals, no get rich quick rubbish, just a simple step you can copy. If your strategy is just maybe my boss will increase my salary, my brother, that's not a strategy, that's a prayer request. Prayers are great, but HR is not a plan. Let me show you a plan you actually control. Here's exactly what you're getting in this video so you know it's worth staying. I'm going to show you the 4 real lanes to 200K online. Tell you which one I picked first if I had to start from 0 rand in South Africa. Then give you a skill pyramid that turns that lane into real money. And at the end, I will show you what to actually do with your first 200K so you don't flex it away on a car and end up back at 0. If this is already helping you, tap like so YouTube shows it to more South Africans. And if you want to turn this into an actual plan on paper, I've put my free income growth calculator in the description. Don't click now, stay with me, I will remind you at the end. Let me be real with you, when I was 18, I had no degree, no money, no fancy connections. Just big ambitions and a brain that was tired of hearing, we'll see you next month. My first target wasn't millions, it was just 200,000 rand. And as a self-made millionaire now, I can tell you that first 200K was the hardest money I've ever made. But it changed everything. It was the time I realized making money is a skill, not a miracle. So if you are broke in South Africa, stuck in the salary trap, and done with gambling in the market, this video is literally made for you. Watch until the end, pick one lane and start this week, not one day. Let's fix your plan and then fix your income. Before we talk about how to make money online, we have to kill the #1 trap in South Africa. Most people are not starting with a plan, they are starting with a casino. And that casino's name is usually Forex, crypto signals, and binary options. You see your boy post 15,000 rand in one night, and suddenly you feel like, yo, I'm sleeping on myself. And the next thing, the same salary that's not even covering your month is now finding some broker overseas, and you are calling it my strategy. But what actually happened is you took rent money and paid school fees to the market. Here's what they don't say on those Instagram stories. These things are not starter plays, they are multipliers for people who already have money and can afford to lose. They need capital you don't have, they rely on heavy luck, and when you are counting every rent at month end, that makes it dangerous. I'm not anti-crypto or anti-forex. I've made money from crypto before, but I didn't build my foundation there. I built it with skills and business, then used crypto as a small slice in my portfolio. If you're 0 rand and your plan is guessing where Bitcoin is going this week, my brother, that's not a plan, that's advanced gambling. I'm not saying you are stupid. I'm saying the game is rigged against people who are desperate. Brokers, fake mentors, high pages, they make their money whether you win or lose, so the house always wins. If you want out of that cycle, you need a path where your skill and effort control the outcome, not the mood of the market. If you know someone stuck at 0 rand and thinking Forex is the only way, share this with them so they see this first. So if you throw the casino out of the plan, what actually works? When you strip away all the noise, there aren't 100 magical side hustles. There are really just 4 lanes that can take you from 0 rand to your first 200K. Once you see this clearly, you stop chasing every shiny thing and actually pick a lane you can win in. Lane 1, in-person service. You trade your time for cash locally. Lane 2, local products, things you make and sell around your community. Lane 3, global products. And Lane 4, online services. That's where the true make money online in South Africa lives. If you're truly at 0, lanes 1 and 2 are how you find your stats, rent, food, data, basic tools. Lane 3 and 4 are how you scale online, but one of them is a way better first move in South Africa. Let's start at lane 1 for quick cash, then I'll show you why lane 4 is the hero path. Lane 1 is in-person service. This is the one people look down on, but actually it's the fastest way to put money in your pocket this week. If you are sitting at 0 rand, this lane can literally pay for the data you need to watch this video in peace. This is not glamorous, but broke and proud is still broke. In South Africa, this looks like tutoring high school kids, delivering food, washing cars, mowing lawns, doing hair, nails, photography, and handyman jobs. Setup cost is almost 0, maybe a sponge, some soap, a lawnmower you borrow from your uncle, and a bit of courage to ask. With just your feet, your phone, and a few printed flyers, you can turn one Saturday into a few hundred rands. When I was younger, I used to walk around rich suburbs looking for houses with tidy gardens but dirty cars. My thinking was simple. If you care that much about your lawn, you definitely don't want a dusty car embarrassing you in front of your neighbors. I'd knock, introduce myself politely, and offer a car wash on the spot, and many times they say yes, cash in hand. The beautiful thing about this lane is speed. You can start this weekend and get paid today. That's how you pay for your MTN or Vodacom bundle, CapCut Pro, Canva, maybe even a second-hand microphone so your content doesn't sound like you are underwater. But your income is limited to your time and your local area, so if you stay here forever, you'll always be tired and underpaid. So here's how I want you to treat lane 1 if you truly at 0 rand. Your first goal is not 200K, your first goal is 2,000 rand to 5,000 rand from simple offline work. That money is not flexing, it's for data, basic tools, and buying back a few hours a week to build your online skill. So think of option 1 as a 4 to 8 week sprint, not your new identity. You are not the car wash guy. You are the guy who used car washing as a ladder to climb into the online world. If you stay in lane 1 and never move, you are hustling hard but running in circles. Lane 2 is local products, and this one can be fun but it's usually slow. Baked goods, homemade craft, t-shirt at church, veggies you grow and sell around your area. It feels good, but it doesn't always fill your bank account quickly. I tried this with leaflet distribution for small local businesses, printing flyers, walking door to door, hours of hustling. When I did the math, between my time, printing cost, and the tiny response rate, I was making almost nothing per hour. So lane 2 is great for extra cash or a passion project. But if you are serious about making 200K quickly and online, it's a side quest, not the main storyline. Lane 3, global product. Now you are fully in the making money online zone. This is clothing brands, drop shipping, sneaker resale, print on demand. All those start an online store ideas. Your customers isn't just in Soweto or Durban anymore. They could be in London, Lagos, or New York. I've seen this play out with a lot of people, even some of my own viewers. They start a t-shirt brand, and every time they sell 10 units, most of that money goes back into buying the next 20. On paper, the business is doing numbers, but in their personal account, nothing really changes. That's what I call the inventory trap. You are always busy, you are always reinvesting, but the money never feels like it belongs to you. Is lane 3 bad? No. If you're patient and learn the game, it can absolutely build wealth over a few years. But if you are starting from 0 in South Africa and you need your money to move this year, lane 3 is slower and more cash hungry than the lane I picked as your first online move. Lane 4 is where I put my money on you if you are serious. Online services. If I had to start again from 0 rand in South Africa and make 200K online, this is where I'd go first. No inventory, no shipping, just you, your skill, and the internet. Online services are things like copywriting, video editing, thumbnail design, social media management, running ads, simple websites, funnels, and automation setups. You can serve clients in Joburg, Accra, Dubai, or LA from the same room on the same laptop. Your main costs are data, a device, and your time, which means your profit margin can hit 70 to 80%, not the 20 to 30% you get with products. You don't have to be the best in the world. You just have to be good enough to solve a real problem for a real business. One client can pay you every month, and if you deliver well, the same client can refer you to others, and that's how you stack predictable online income. It starts to feel like a salary you can control instead of a salary your HR department controls. I know what you are thinking. Okay, Ekow, I hear you, but how do I get my first paying client? I break it down step by step in a full video called How to Start Freelancing in South Africa for Beginners. That's your next step after this roadmap. For now, this video is your map. It shows you the lanes, the strategies, and what to do with the money. The freelancing video is your GPS. It shows you what to say, how to price, and how to land that first deal. Before you get to the GPS level, you need to choose your online skill. Let's talk about online money skill, your thing. This is where most people freeze and start overthinking themselves into paralysis. They think they need a certificate, a diploma, or 3 years of YouTube tutorials before they can charge even 1 rand. I want you to ask yourself 3 questions. Number 1, what are you already good at? Writing, design, talking to people, organizing chaos, or working with numbers? Number 2, what do you actually enjoy learning and improving? Because if you hate it, you won't last long enough to get paid well. Number 3, what problems do business keep having, especially in South Africa? They struggle with content, leads, sales, closing deals, customer support, and staying consistent online. Your sweet spot is where your talent, your interest, and a real business problem overlap. Maybe you are always correcting people's grammar. That's a sign for copywriting or script writing. Maybe you are the budget friend. That's a clue for building simple financial systems or spreadsheets for small businesses. They collect certificates like Pokemon cards, but their bank balance stays in level 1. Instead, I want you to start under the normal market rate and treat your first few clients as paid practice. You can learn and earn at the same time. For example, let's say you want to be a YouTube editor. You can either study transition for 3 years or watch 10 tutorials, edit 3 videos for yourself, and offer to edit for a small creator for a low monthly fee. One part feels safer and the other puts money and experience in your hand this month. Having a skill isn't enough. How you position it determines whether you make 2,000 Rand a month or 40,000 Rand. You and thousands of people can edit videos or manage social media. The money goes to the person who positions that skill close to revenue. You want to go to where the money is already being made. Sales pages, ads, leads, YouTube channels that sell products, entrepreneurs with real offers. Instead of being a generic video editor, be the editor that turns one long video into 10 shorts that drive cost sales or client booking. Instead of a random designer, be a thumbnail person for a creator whose whole business depends on clicks. Don't just be a video editor, be the editor who helps a channel sell more courses or close clients. When clients see your work linked to revenue, that's when you start charging real money, not pocket change. Businesses think in ROI, not in, this child is trying. The second is leverage, how you charge. Most beginners shoot themselves in the foot by charging per hour. Hourly rates make clients obsess over your time instead of your results, and they cap your income. If you are running Facebook, TikTok, or email campaigns and anything tied to sales, your pricing should talk in outcome, not in minutes. For example, if your campaign brings in 20,000 Rand in extra sales, charging 3,000 to 5,000 Rand per month makes sense. If you only charge 150 Rand per hour, you will feel underpaid while your client smiles all the way to the bank. Think of yourself as a growth partner, not a laborer for rent. You don't sell posts and hours. You sell leads, bookings, and sales. The moment you switch from hours to outcomes, the conversations and your income changes. Level 3 is reach, how clients actually find you. Most freelancers spend all their energy chasing clients in DMs and Facebook groups, but never build anything that makes clients want to find them. That's tiring and long-term, not sustainable. This is where TikTok, Reels, Shorts, and LinkedIn stop being just for fun and become strategy. I once searched TikTok for someone who designs thumbnails, and one guy dominated the result just posting his work for fun. His DMs were full of people begging to pay him, and he wasn't even open for business yet. Every post is like a little salesperson working for you. You do the work once, and that clip can bring in clients for months without sending a single DM. Chasing clients is fine at the start, but your end game is a world where clients chase you. The final level is the most underrated: automation and reliability. I've worked with so many copywriters, designers, devs, and editors, and the number one reason I don't rehire someone is almost never talent, it's reliability. People deliver late, disappear, mix up files, stop replying, and I move on. About 95% of freelancers fail not because they are bad at the work, but because they are bad at organization. They rely on memory and messy WhatsApp chats, and then blame load shedding when they miss deadlines. This is where using a simple system, even just a spreadsheet or a CRM like HubSpot, make you look like a pro. You track who you spoke to, what you promised, what's due, and when, and nothing falls through the cracks. You become the easy to work with person. And those are the people clients pay again and again. Now let's talk about the first 200K online, because this is where people blow the bag. They finally get money coming in, and suddenly it's new car, new clothes, every weekend groove. 6 months later, petrol is up, interest rates are up, clients slow down, and they are back at zero. I'm not against enjoying your money. I'm against killing the seed before it grows. Rich people spend their income. Wealthy people use their income to buy assets that keep working for them even when they are tired. So what do you actually do with your first 200K? I think in 3 buckets. Bucket 1, an emergency savings buffer in a high interest accessible account. so one crisis doesn't force you into bad debt or panic selling. Bucket 2, simple long-term investment like EFT and index fund. You let hundreds of companies work for you over time. Bucket 3, a small slice in direct stocks and crypto as a learning lab with money you can afford to lose. This is how your first 200K online becomes the foundation to your wealth, not just one hot season on Instagram. In another video, I break down which South African account actually makes sense and which are mostly marketing. For now, I just want you to leave this video thinking, my income is for building my wealth machine, not just funding vibes. That mindset alone separates you from most people around you. Alright, let's bring it home with a simple plan you can start on this week. Step 1, pick one lane. And if you are serious about 0 to 200K online in South Africa, pick online services as your main lane. Step 2, choose your online skill using the skill sweet spot: talent, interest, and a real business problem. Step 3, apply the skill pyramid. Position around revenue, charge for outcomes. Show your work publicly and be the most reliable person in the room. Step 4, as your money starts coming in, treat your first 200K like capital, not confetti. Use it to build buffers and assets. That's how you break out of the South African salary trap and into a life where your skill pays you, not just your boss. Now I want to hear from you. Drop a comment and tell me which lane are you in right now. In-person services, local products, global products, or online services? And which lane are you committing to for the next 6 to 12 months? If enough of you pick lane 4, I'll do a full breakdown of real South African freelancing examples and maybe review a few of your offers on camera. If you want help applying this, download my free income growth calculator. Link is in the description. If it's urgent and you are ready to move, you can also WhatsApp Teach Me to the number below and I'll send you the next steps. And if you are thinking, Ekow, show me step by step how to land that first freelancing client in South Africa, click on the video on the screen right now. That's your next move. I make money talk so you don't get played. Be a legacy builder. I'll see you in the next one.